So I came across this video of this woman. She's like on the beach somewhere. I don't know, not Mexico. It's maybe Aruba. Not sure. She didn't say, but she was around a watering hole, she said, and it had just come on the news about Trump implementing the tariffs. And so she didn't say what people said, but she said, I just want to know, put in my comment section what people think, other people, if they know what other people in other countries have to say. And of course, you know, the first couple of comments, because it's like the left is in there right away. Oh, they think Trump's an asshole. They feel sorry for America. Then after the first two comments, it was like, and she's not a Trump supporter, but then all of the other comments were, here's one: spent 16 years traveling and been to over 40 countries, just got home a few days ago. Actually, most of the world understands what Trump is doing. Somebody else said, yes, just got back from Cabo. They wish they had a leader like Trump. They're tired of being run by a cartel. Somebody else said, yes, we were on a cruise in January and meeting folks from all over. Were very positive about the U.S. and our president. Just visited a nail salon last week, and the owner from Indonesia stated it was a privilege to live here in America. Wow. Most countries I've been, this is someone else, most countries I've been in would love to have a leader like Trump. Went ice fishing in Canada last week. They wish they had a president like Trump. They say they are taxed to death. I'm currently in Aruba. Oh, this is, maybe that's why I'm thinking this person that posted this was a commenter. I'm currently in Aruba. The people that I've spoken with here love our president and the way he tries to get things turned around. They think he is dangerous, but respect his ideas. And then I liked this comment the best. Do we care what they think about us? At the end of the day, you live in America. Ask yourself, would you be better off there? Compare it. And then somebody said, all that to say other countries' perspective of our nation does matter to some extent. I'm tired of caring what other, I think most Americans that have a brain are tired. I really don't care. When our money has been going to all these other countries, and maybe it hasn't, maybe it's been funneled back into, you know, who knows where it's gone. But I'm just tired of caring about it. Many of these countries are really snobby about America. That's what I've come across many times. And it's like, Americans aren't snobby. The socialist Americans are. But they're the, you know, your professors in the university. That's who they are. The ones that have indoctrinated people to hate the white race now. Which is interesting. I was listening. This was shocking to me. Shocking. I'm totally going in another direction here. But related to the DEI stuff. They've been doing DEI in Africa forever. Well, for a long time. And they're genociding whites there. This will get taken down, I bet. Because everything you go to look for, it says no. But Tucker Carlson interviewed this guy from Africa who lives there. And then I was looking at the comment section, of course, and there was a ton of people that said, no, I'm a black African, and they're going after the whites. They just take their land and everything. Especially the farmers, they'll take anybody's land, but they are in the social justice area where, like, if a case comes before them and it's somebody white, they see it as a harm to society for the white person to be allowed to keep their land. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad. There's been deaths, massive amount of deaths. So, and our media is literally saying that the people that write the peer review, the people heading up, like my profession, the medical profession, these Ivy League schools, they're treasonous people, in my opinion, because they're lying. They're lying, and they're trying, they're literally like helping to create a lynching against white people. And that's what took place because of that social justice bullshit in Africa. That's what's taking place now. That's what they're trying to do here. So, of course, no media, not Fox, none of them. Either they don't say anything about it or they say, oh, it's debunked, it's not true. No, you go to Tucker Carlson's latest video. I don't know who the guy was. I forget his name. He's a white African, but he's been on other shows talking about this. He just said people won't speak up about it because they'll target you. What a surprise! That's what this world does. But the comment section was what told it all. And I guess that's what Elon's been going after. He's been going after calling it out on X. So I guess that's good. But I was shocked to hear that. I'm like, so, and it's literally because of DEI. So now it's reached the place where they're so indoctrinated, they see it as a good thing if they're dead. Yeah, I guess a bunch of white Africans had appealed to Donald Trump, and this is why I guess Donald Trump yesterday or today, he's cut aid to Africa because of this. So, yeah, so that was one of the comments. The last one I think I have here says, I work in Nigeria and they love Trump. I visited South Africa and they were cool with us but hate Trump. Well, I'm sure they do hate Trump. He cut aid to them because he said you're not going to keep, because the government's lying about it, and it's all through that social justice is all through the court system, which is exactly what that surgeon was talking to Tucker Carlson about. He was not a racist at all. What he was saying is they're trying to take us back to segregation days and trying to say that a black person should be seen only by a black doctor and a white person only by a white doctor. He's like, why are they trying to take us back to that? Like, both are just as edgy. You want the best person and not base it on skin color. Like, so the people, I turned my comments off because it was like a lynching coming after me, seriously. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, this is that social justice warrior shit. But then I came across this other gentleman, and I went and looked it up. And do you realize that, you know, back in the day when the Ku Klux Klan was lynching the black people, there were just as many white people that were lynched as there were blacks. They were in different parts of the United States, but for blacks, it was 161 that were lynched by KKK, and there were 160 whites lynched by KKK. And you know why? Because those white people were standing up they were standing against the lynchings to the black people. So they lynched the whites. And yet it was Republicans that stood up, and many of them died fighting fighting slavery and all of that. Yeah, 360, was it 3,000, I thought it was 360,000 that stood up against it. All the Democrats were all for it, though. We know that. I mean, most people know that by now, right? That Democrats have always been the party that was supporting slavery. But given that many white people, and so this other person I'd come across, and he was a black man, and he was saying, look, you know, what they're not telling you is how many white Americans have died fighting for black people's freedom. So then when all these people come at me, you could see how that social justice, how it's the mind virus, what it's doing to people, because they don't care what I say. They just see my skin color and want me dead. Really, that's what it is. I mean, my nephew was affected by this. I mean, emotionally, he's fine now. This was years ago in high school, and has had his parents not caught on to it. Who knows where it would have went, because he was a minority in his high school in Chicago, and they were just, the teachers and people were just messing with him because he was white. Makes me want to cry. It's so horrible. These horrible people, and they're letting this mind virus take over them, and this is the result of it now. They're lynching, killing people in Africa.